Well, I am back. Uh, I've been through it, you know, I got the energy to do this again. So we are in our second day of our uh, video journal. So I'm doing like 100 day if I can, if I can. Well, today is Saturday because I like kind of thought of saying the time, it's still the second one. So today is Saturday. It is March 9th, 2004, and it's currently 11:40 p.m. It's a bit early because I kept losing on League and my Overwatch. I want to get on back. I want to get back on Overwatch, but it's kind of being like a little shit. It's not downloading. But yeah. So for today's question, we have: why do some people resist change while others embrace it? Okay, we're starting off strong because I am the people who resist change. I mean, I'm one of the people who resist change and I can't embrace it, you know. So, in my perspective, I try to resist change, or at least when there is change, there would be initial reaction, and my initial reaction would be bad, like real bad, you know. I don't know. It's like I'd feel so alienated. I'd feel isolated. I'd feel like it'll have a direct effect on me, at least. It's like I find such a hard time onto adjusting and you know getting my routine and the usual things. It's basically it's hard to get used to change because when there's a change where I'd feel bad about it, when I feel bad about it, it's like bad change. There is good change, which is tolerable. At least my initial reaction would be I'd be excited for it. You know, it's something to look forward on. Just like now, I got like a new facial wash, and it gave me this kind of dopamine. You know what I mean? It's like when I went on the way home, I was like, yeah, it's kind of exciting to use another facial wash or cleanser. It's something as little to that or as to something major change. Before it happens, you kind of see it coming, whether it be bad or good change. And yeah, anxiety takes part of it. You know, your imagination or how much excited or anxious you're gonna get getting that getting that information about this upcoming change. But if a change is just so sudden, then you're not gonna be able to process it. It's bad change, but after some time, you're not gonna be like pondering upon it because you have other stuff to do, like school, work, and if, you know you get preoccupied, you get busy with the things you have to do in your life. You can't process your feelings about this change. So what happens is that you don't understand how it affects you or how it's already affecting you. So you do not you can't just self-analyze. You can't just you know like figure out what's going on with you. Why am I feeling more unmotivated? Why am I feeling more you know down than usual? That's because there's change. And this is not just one huge change, multiple fucking huge change. Sorry for the language. But yeah. So let me get back at the question again. Why do some people resist change while others embrace it? How do you embrace change? Honestly, fuck that. This is a question that I just don't have much perspective. I don't know why people. How do you embrace change? Do I know people who embrace change? Fuck no, no, because I can't. I can't do this right now. Honestly, how do you even? How do you even embrace change per se? You know, you have no choice. Okay, we have something. You just have no choice but to embrace it, I guess. But that's just too cliche. That's just too convenient of just of an excuse to embracing it. But unironically and like with a person who has irrational thinking, how do you embrace change? If it's bad, all change is bad change to a person who is anxious about it. So how do you just embrace? A synonym for embrace: accept. uh, you know I don't know, accept change. How do you just accept change? I think you don't, but when you feel the consequences or like the situations that it brings out, like the change, or like how it affects you, how it affects your family, how it affects your loved ones, that's how you know if it is embraceable, if it's acceptable, if the change is something that is bearable, it's like tolerable. So it goes to show that it's like change is always bad. hmm Change is always bad because um, you know uh, things would not be as it was. So it's something that is really sensitive to me because I hate change. But at the same time, I want some changes around here. I want some changes uh, within myself and like outside my body. I want some improvements. I want some changes, I guess. I want some changes in my family. I want some changes in a lot of perspective. I mean, like money wise, financial wise, um, environment wise. I love to have those change, but when it do come, it's not as exact. No matter how specific you are in your manifestation, if you want change, it's gonna be random. It's not gonna be what you expect. And even if it is, if it's like it's just a coincidence, you know, if it's exactly how you manifested it, that's why if you manifest, that's why they say be specific, because what comes onto your life is still, it's still in line with that, but it's just less, you know, it's broad, it's random. So yeah, I am getting sleepy. What the hell? This fucking fan is doing a number on me. Like it's on my eyelids. Like I'm like, you know. But to be fair, I'm just really getting sleepy. Back off, man. This screen is fucking too close to me. I know I am cranky right now, and pretty much I'm just forcing myself to to do this thing. But no, I'm not really forcing myself. I got into a mood, so I started this maladaptive daydreaming, like talking to myself, like getting an interview, talking to someone that I don't even know. So, you know, I just, let's bring out bring out the camera and shit. So yeah, let's get the question again because it's hard. This question is really hard. Why do some people resist change while others embrace it? Why? Why do I resist change? Because I hate change. I hate that it affects me. I am an empath. So it's not like I am getting, even though I try to be strong, or like that's one of the traits or how I cope with things is to be, you know, not giving a fuck. But it's not always the case because when shit gets real, I just I just resist the change. I can't even resist change. Come on now. To be honest, I've just been raw dogging all of the shits that is that the universe is throwing on my big fucking back. Sorry for the language again. And it's there's no time, there's no place for resisting it. How the fuck am I supposed to be resisting it when it's pretty much this is destiny. This is not karma, but it's like I'm destined to you know to like get this. It's generational. It's generational, yes. Period. So whatever goes on to my family, then it's gonna pass on to me, whether it be bad genetics or like obligations and shit. So it's kind of weird. So yeah, and why do people embrace change? Well, change could open up. No, I'm too. It's gonna be too broad. I'm not gonna answer it like I'm some, like. But yeah, but change is something that people want. So, but when the question is formulated in a way that why do some people accept or embrace change? So, given with that logic, it's like, why do some people embrace the bad change per se? Because if you say why would I embrace like a good change? It's already given that you embrace it because you love it. You're excited by it. It's thrilling. It's fun. It makes you happy. But what if you have to embrace the change that makes you utterly unhappy? Think about that. Why would you even embrace it? Because I know damn well, sorry for the language again, that a lot of people run away from these changes. They find ways to cope, do substance abuse, and just run away from it, literally, even literally. So there's not much, no, embracing is just out of the question. So the right term or the right word is some. Because change is shit. I fucking hate change, man. That's all I have to say, honestly. If I was someone, if I had, if I had a perspective of someone accepting a change, what the fuck is a change? You know, like getting a new outfit. Fuck that. I am trying to be as realistic as possible. You know, like a tragedy, collateral damages, family member damages, something that is permanent. It's not gonna be. I'm so sleepy. Look at my fucking eyes. Oh, oh, oh. Yeah, that's the thumbnail. That's around 13 minutes. That's cute. But yeah, I don't have much to say. Am I bombarded? Because I kind of was struggling just a bit. But yeah, this is actually the first time I don't have anything to yap about. Just like I told you, when I first read the question, I don't have much to give. You know? When there is change, it's not always going to be directed to you. You're not going to be affected by it. It depends on where you came from, your upbringing. It's still the same shit. You know, like when there's a change, I don't know. If you're poor, there's like a price change. You're gonna be much more poorer, and the rich, it's still gonna be essentially the same. They're not gonna be affected by it, but you still pay the same price on products and other stuff. So it's weird. It's it's really unfair, you know. So how, as a poor family or a poor person, how would you embrace this? And how would you resist this? This question is beyond me. It's just, why do some people resist change? Because they can't accept it. Why do some people embrace change? Because they can't resist it. Damn, I'm a fucking poet. Damn, these questions are too good too. When you use the right words, when you use the right verbs, it's somehow, open to new or like to various interpretations, various, you know, on how you decipher it, but that's how I decipher it. It's just basically that. How would you, there's no, if you actually embraced it, how long did it take you? I mean, how long did it took you in like reflecting on what has happened? You know, you ponder on on what happened that led to this change. So, how long did you accept it? How long did it take for you to embrace it? To embrace, and it's not just a change that needs embracing, but also the the, the trauma, and you know you you embrace how it affected you. You embrace it. You know. So yeah, that's that part. For why do some people embrace it? They can embrace it, but for an extent. It's not gonna be automatic. They're not gonna be. You can't force people to accept. God damn, I'm so sleepy, y'all. I have to make a thumbnail for this. But yeah, basically, why do people resist? They can't accept it. You know, they are gonna be in denial forever. Let's say grief. Grief uh, is derived from the what do you call this? It's like derived from changes, or a really, really sudden or a really major change. And when a person doesn't like this change, or like, and I mean, and a person does not know how to cope with these feelings that affects them from the change, then you know they're gonna be resisting on it. So how long are they gonna be resisting? How long are they gonna be tolerating the feelings from the change, and how long are they gonna suffer from resisting or from suppressing these emotions that you know because they don't want to embrace the change. So you know from Steven Universe, you're just gonna suffer in silence. You're not gonna tell everyone. You're not gonna tell anyone. I mean, so this question is so, I don't know, like big for me. For other people, it just it matters on authenticity of how you know how bad or how how big did how worse did the bad change affect you and affect your life. Because me, when I've had so much changes, and it makes me very unhappy. And as you grow older, I'm using that again. I always say that. You know what? I am always gonna say that in one of these videos. But yeah, as you grow older, I mean, let's just say, as I grow older, when you say the term unhappy, it's not just sad. I'm not sad. I'm unhappy. I am not satisfied. I am utterly unmotivated and zero energy. I don't have no energy for all of these stuff because I put them all onto dealing with all kinds of shit. That has changed. you know, even though if it's not change. And in conclusion, even though if you want change and you know you can't do anything about it, but you still want this change, you put matters onto your own hands, there's still gonna be a change. You still change as a person, and what the situation will, how it's gonna be after you take matters onto your own hands will be another change. So it's gonna be have, it's just gonna be better butterfly effect. It's shit, you know. It's not something. It's not cute, not at all. So that will be all for my answer. And I already got my thumbnail, so I don't have to act silly in this, in this outro or whatever.